Has it got a fire exit in your car? Straight into it.
Yeah, not really, because it's not diesel.
That's true. Yeah.
He's come back.
He got me there. EGR Caller Bells. Hello and welcome to the pre-trip chat. We are in Lowestoft in the far east of the country, and tomorrow morning we are planning to drive to the most western. No, we're not.
It's not quite.
It's not quite.
No.
The most western point in the country is technically Land's End, isn't it? As we learned earlier on. Penzance. Yeah, basically. But we've sort of done that on, I'm going to go up a little bit with the camera there. We've sort of done that when we've done John O'Groats to Land's End. Instead, what we're doing is we're doing a straight shot directly across the middle of the country, Lowestoft to the lifeboat house at St David's in Pembrokeshire. I'm going to drop this in the video, but that is a drive of 400 miles.
Two charges.
What's your range in the cold?
210 mile roughly.
Yeah, same as last time. Well, I mean, all of our challenges have been done in the fairly cold, haven't they? We've not yet done a summer one.
Wait till summer.
Summer.
You're going to lose then.
I know, but I'll do it in a convertible.
Oh.
Don't do a convertible EV, do they?
No, they don't. Why not?
I could chop the roof off yours.
Yeah, that
might invalidate the warranty somewhat.
There is an electric Boxster coming out though.
Allegedly. Yeah. So 400 miles on the busiest day of the year for traffic.
Great.
We're not quite on the shortest day of the year. We're a day short of that. Unfortunately, the universe had a scheduling issue and it couldn't do the shortest day of the year on the day that we could do. So we're doing it a day ahead. However, there is only about 8 hours of daylight tomorrow, and it's, according to my map, 7 hours 41 minutes and 400 miles. So let's do the how much charge and fuel have we got. Firstly, I guess we should talk about the car that I'm driving, because I haven't yet, at this point on my videos, told everybody what I'm driving. It's a BMW X5, 3-litre diesel, 217,000 miles, and it is quite a beast.
I like it.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
I topped up the tank earlier on, all 90 litres, 120 pounds. Big tank. 620 miles range, so I ain't going to need to fill up at all.
And you can drive anywhere you want in a BMW.
Anywhere I want.
No indication.
On-road, off-road, overground, underground, wobbling free.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
So long as I'm flashing my headlights. Yeah, exactly.
Get out of the way.
Yeah. So, and it's raucous as well. Like, I mean, I've read on Wikipedia that it can do 100 mile an hour. Yeah.
Well,
I read that on
not
Wikipedia.
when you get to Wales.
Not when you get to Wales, no. Definitely not.
20 miles an
I've
hour.
got a trick for that, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to accidentally drive into a wall and knock my number plate off.
Or drive through some leaves.
Exactly, yeah. So, in your tin can, you've got 210 miles range. So you can get about halfway, and then you're going to need to brake for, what, 45 minutes?
Yeah, and that's going to make it difficult because we've only got 7 hours and, 7 hours and 41 minutes?
Yeah.
And how much daylight have we got?
8 and a bit.
Right.
So you don't have any margin for error on that to get there before
If I need a
sunset.
wee beforehand, basically got to wee myself.
So, are you going to plan your journey and work out where a fast charge is going to be? Because I think you were talking about charging up possibly Porsche.
I don't know, because what I'm going to do is get as far as I possibly can. It's all right to say plan your journey, but it never works out.
Yeah.
Because you plan your journey, you get to the charger, it's not working.
Well, it's exactly what happened to you earlier on. You planned your journey, you found the charger up here, and then you phoned me and said none of them are switched on.
Yeah, they weren't switched on. And then I did end up charging, and it was 50 odd quid for just about 200 miles. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to plan what charger I'm going to use, but I now know from driving around in an electric car roughly where your chargers will be. McDonald's, Starbucks, Costa, they're always around those places.
Yeah.
So, and I can see roughly on my map where charge points are. So I'm going to get down to about 30 miles of range, and then I'll charge up. Because if I do that, will that get me the whole way?
In theory, you can do it on one charge.
Right.
At 400 miles. And all the people in the comments will be saying you should have got a long-range Tesla. But the problem is, and this is what concerns me, and this is where both of us could come unstuck, you're going to use Waze app which reads your traffic as and when.
Live traffic info.
I'm going old school. I bought a reconditioned TomTom, an old-fashioned TomTom sat-nav, stick to my windscreen, and I'm just going to plug it in tomorrow morning. I'm just going to follow it. I'm not going to listen to anything unless my wife phones me and says, have you heard about that horrendous traffic on such and such road?
Yeah.
I'm just going to follow the sat-nav like I would have done in the old days.
I'm fairly confident with Waze that I will get there at roughly, probably not. You're gonna have to stop.
I will have to stop. Yeah. And I'm tired. It's the end of the year. We've been working hard. I'm tired, so I will want to have a little coffee break and whatnot. It's also not going to be the most fun drive, I don't think, because if you look on a map, there's a couple of ways you can go, but you can go up to Norwich and then you go down south again, and there's problems there because there's a road closure. Then you've got Northampton, Coventry and Birmingham, down the M5 and then eventually into Wales, where you'll then have to hit 20-mile-an-hour speed limits and all the holiday traffic. And I know that there's going to be holiday traffic because I was at my brother's house the other night and I said to him, what are you doing for Christmas? He said, we're going to Pembroke. I said, when are you doing that? He said, we're doing it on Thursday afternoon.
Busiest day of the year.
Busiest day of the year.
And after I get to the end of that and we stop a night in a hotel, separate rooms, then we'll be. I've got to then get to Leeds.
You've got a monster of a journey home. In fact, it's almost as bad as the challenge. So tomorrow we're doing 400 miles, and then on the return trip, you've got 340. Which is pretty huge. So your Taycan battery is going to be taking a hammer in the next 48 hours.
It is. It's a good car to do it in, though.
It's comfortable, isn't it?
Yeah,
and
very nice.
I think as well, if we're going to hit traffic, we're going to have problems. Range anxiety aside, nice place to be.
Yeah.
I feel the same. My X5, you didn't see this earlier because it's dark, has a full-length opening panoramic roof.
It's also got wood interior.
It's also got a wood interior. No heated seats, but automatic gearbox, stereo works, and also what was a real bonus is I switched the CD player on earlier on when I realised that I had a CD player. Someone's put some compilation CDs in there. Not like shop bought, these are homemade compilation CDs. Banging, absolutely banging they are.
Good music.
Yeah, and when I bought you your jigsaw earlier, I bought a load of CDs from a charity shop, so they're going to feature on my video.
Yeah, when you rang me, you went, I've dropped the CDs. I thought, CDs? Yeah. It was CDs,
9. I bought 9 CDs.
I'm confident on this one. More confident than I was with the Scotland one.
I just feel like there's a lot of margin for stuff to go wrong on this one.
Yeah,
whether it's traffic or... You got Waze. I'll use TomTom.
Using TomTom really, I think, gives me a massive advantage.
Do you know what? I'll tell you the other thing I'm quite looking forward to about using the TomTom. When I use my sat-nav on my phone, your phone rings, you lose the sat-nav screen, because I don't have touch screens in my car. You've probably got one of these ones that's built into your car and it's all there right in front of you, but you use your phone as well, haven't you?
No, I use Apple CarPlay.
Okay, yeah. I'm quite looking forward with the TomTom to just plugging it and leaving it.
Yeah.
No messing. That'll be that, like the old days. But I think we could come unstuck with traffic and routes and stuff.
You see, I've got 4 screens that I can choose from. So.
That's too many screens. That's too many screens. So I got 39 miles to the gallon on the way up here, but I could have driven slower. I feel like I say that on every challenge, don't I? I could have got more, but I drove too fast. It's like, Geoff, you just drive too fast.
I drive too slow.
But if we were to summarise, where we're at now, this is the 4th challenge we've done together.
Yeah.
John O'Groats to Land's End, that was just a whitewash, wasn't it? But, and I think where I've got to now with these challenges is, I don't feel like it's about proving internal combustion versus EV. But I do feel like it's about proving just how broken the country is. Yeah,
it's the roads.
Yeah.
The road works, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Speed limits, it's like they don't want you to go anywhere.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting because we don't have any proper motorways. We've got dual carriageways. It's a tricky drive. Once you get past Birmingham and onto the M5 and south and across to Swansea and Wales, you're all right. 20-mile-an-hour limits notwithstanding, and all of the holiday traffic. But this east to west thing could take forever.
I'm feeling confident.
You're feeling good, aren't you?
Yeah, I think
whereas
it's
I'm
the
a bit
Waze
more
thing.
like it's the Waze thing.
Because we tried to follow from North to South Wales. We tried to follow the Apple Maps thing, and it did my head in, to be honest.
Yeah, you didn't like that, did you?
No.
We sort of picked a route that was going to be pretty, and then it ended up being quite tricky. And a few people in the comments were like, "Why did you do that route?" It was pretty though, wasn't it? It was a pretty route.
I didn't get much chance to look at it. I just was getting. Yeah. I can't do the. Somebody who's called the Mac Master after Apple Maps, and I don't like Apple Maps. It's terrible.
There you go then.
It's
All
the
right.
worst mapping system ever. I love Apple everything, but Maps terrible.
Brilliant. So east to west, new technology versus old.
Yeah.
And with where we're at on the league table to conclude 2023, EV versus diesel for John O'Groats to Land's End was a non-starter for the EV on it.
Yeah.
Then we did the Wales one, which was much closer, although you got a lot of stick for charging to too many percentages.
Yes, because I shouldn't have charged to 100%. However, saying that, if you're in the middle of Wales, which Morag, by the way, said, you went through Wales where it's a charging desert, which you knew, and then she said, and he charged up to 100%. Well, yes, I did, because it's a charging desert, and the last thing that you want is to be stuck in the middle of Wales, in the what mountains, the Brecon Beacons, in an electric car with no power. So I thought, charge to 100%, and I'll get there.
Yeah, exactly. And then at least you know that you haven't totally ruined your day by not being able to charge it.
And then I got told off because when I charged at where was it we ended up in?
Barry Island.
Barry Island. Somebody went, I think you'll find you were in an electric charging point for taxis. And I looked back,
really?
And it was a taxi charging point, and I shouldn't have been in that space, apparently.
But there were 2 taxi charging points, because another one could have plugged in next to you.
Yeah.
Where were the taxis?
There wasn't any.
Do you know why? Because electric taxis don't work. They don't buy them. Ridiculous. So you're not allowed to use the charging point that nobody's using because they don't work.
Yeah, correct.
Excellent. So after that was the track day, where your car was fast on the track, but you did how many laps before you got bored?
It was a bit. I was a bit on tenterhooks with, because of the price of the car. Yeah. And I did about 10 laps or whatever.
I kind of cheated with that one though, because I used the cheap car that was on its last legs, and that was always going to win anyway, just to the fun factor.
If I was to drive mine, or if you'd got tame racing driver Stig driving your car against my car, whose would be the fastest?
It's got to be the EV, just on the acceleration, because even if we are cornering at the same speeds, I cannot get down the straight at the same speed as an electric car because I just don't have the acceleration. But what we should do is do another track day in the summer and do that. Let's stick someone who knows how to drive both cars in. That'd be quite scientific, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Which one is the fastest?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. So, the track day, you can't really say the Volvo won. The Volvo was the most fun.
Yeah, 100%.
But that, really, you need to win this one.
I reckon I can.
All right, we will find out.
And I've said that with the John O'Groats to Land's End because I wanted to win it. But this one, and I kind of knew that you're going to be pushing it.
Yeah.
But this one, I actually think because of the Waze thing and the TomTom thing, I reckon I'm only going to get one charge. I reckon I'm in with a really, really good shout with the live traffic info.
But also as well now, we're now 3 big road trips in. It's getting quite conclusive because John O'Groats to Land's End was a huge trip. Wales was technically, if you started on a full charge, you could have done that in one go, but this one you can't. This one has to have a charge in the middle. So we've had a real good mix. And I've done it in a manual diesel, an automatic diesel. This is another automatic diesel. It would have been an automatic petrol, but my car broke. It's rather beautiful. It's got winter tyres on it and everything. Lovely beige interior. All right, there's a little bit of rust on the bottom of the door. Lovely beige interior, only 100,000 miles, but leaking exhausts into the cabin and making me sleepy means I must go get my train. Right, let's go for a walk. So technically, I should lose some points for not being in the car that I planned to be in on Monday, which was 2 days ago, and having to buy another one today, but it kind of adds to the fun.
Adds to the fun of it, yeah.
So I feel like we're both starting at 0, but you're not starting at 0, you are fully charged, because you found a charger earlier.
Fully charged?
Yeah, fully charged.
Fully charged?
Fully charged. I mean, as in, I'm talking about being fully charged, as in having the maximum capacity in your battery, not the government state-sponsored propaganda YouTube channel.
Wow, you are controversial.
So only the truth. Anyway, so you're fully charged. I am, and neither of us are paid by the oil industry, actually. Or you've been accused of that, haven't you?
Many times.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. I've just got Texaco.
Texaco.
1.4 million incoming.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Excellent.
If
Brilliant.
anyone is watching from Texaco, we are up for a bit. I mean, we're doing the work anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Send us the money.
Yeah,
We'll have some.
Texaco, bring it on.
Exactly. I've just put 120 quid's worth of your finest in my BMW. So you're fully charged. I'm fully charged. Starting at the morning, at the sunrise.
Yeah.
And then try and get there before the sun goes down.
I reckon it's going to be a good one.
So David's lifeboat station. We'll see you there tomorrow night. Hopefully we'll both be there.
Yeah, well, I reckon I'm going to get there before you.
Is your car showing any fault codes? Like,
It's all
say,
good.
let's say for, I don't know, active suspension fault.
No.
Right.
No. I'll tell you what happened today, though.
Go on.
Right. Very weird. On camera, I thought there's something wrong with the car.
Yeah.
I'm driving like this and it's going like this. I thought, what's going on? And it's the road.
Tram lining. That's what it's
Tram lining.
called. Tram lining. When you get stuck in the ruts that are created
Yeah.
by too many lorries going over.
No, too many electric cars that are too heavy.
That's what it is. See, I said lorries. I didn't say electric cars. If I'd been paid by Texaco, I would have said electric cars then.
Oh,
One more thing. My car was £1,000, right?
yeah.
Here we have, and see if you can guess in the comments. This is Lee's quote for a service on his Porsche. This is a 40,000 mile, 60,000 kilometre service. One quantity window cleaner outer.
That's basically
Screen wash. One dust and pollen filter insert.
for your aircon, 20 quid.
That's like a panel that's like that big. It's about 20 quid, isn't it?
Yeah.
And 1.5 litres of brake fluid. If
They check your battery compartment's got no dents
Oh yeah,
in
and
it.
then they go underneath and check the battery hasn't got any
With a
dents in
torch
it.
and go,
With a
yep,
torch,
that's fine.
Right. How much do you think you would pay for someone to change your screen wash, change your pollen filter, change your brake fluid and look underneath it with a torch? If you wrote £671, you would be correct. Because it's not even a service, because there's no servicing. So that's just £671 is ludicrous. Yes, it's Porsche. Yes, it's a premium car. Yes, and you've gone to the main dealer. And all those other comments that are bound to come in, but that is a lot of money.
To make a good video.
Would make a good video,
The
yeah.
last service video I made
that's-
has got over 500,000 views.
So you should make a video about this one, and then maybe you'll be able to afford to pay for the service.
Well, it should, more than pay for the service.
£671. That's only £330 less than my actual car.
What are they doing?
Mad, isn't it?
They're not doing anything.
No, they're not. And as well, I got here for free because it had just under half a tank of fuel in it. So I got here for no money. I basically charged at home.
I'm going to hold on the service for now.
Yeah,
And just,
I would.
The thing is, though, the light comes on
Yeah.
and it keeps beeping.
Frustrating,
So,
isn't it?
Unless you have it done. And there's no way of switching it off,
Yeah.
only with Porsche.
Actually, that is not an EV thing because my wife has a 2016 BMW 1 Series and it needed the brakes doing. So I gave it to a friend of mine. I bought all the parts. We did the brakes. Brake pad wear sensors, BMW only, need to be fitted by BMW. Otherwise, it comes up with a do not drive brakes defective thing. Even though we've replaced all the brakes and we know they're not defective. So that is not just about EVs, not just about Porsches, new cars. They're deliberately making it tricky to service your own cars at home. Across the board.
Remember the Haynes manual?
I do. I own many of them.
Loved them.
Yeah.
Loved them.
Yeah, that tells you what you can do and how you do it and all
Yeah.
that sort of stuff.
It's great.
Not the way anymore, is it? Not the way.
Unfortunately not.
Can you top up the screen wash on your car?
I did it the other week.
Oh, there you go then. See, you can do that.
So that.
Knock that right off.
Yeah.
You've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if I've already done it? And
I
they're still
reckon
going to charge me for it.
They should remove about 271 quid off of that.
Funnily enough, they actually owe me £400 odd for the steering column rack that they didn't fit, that they haven't given me back yet. Maybe I should remind them. The only thing is they'll say, that's a different department.
Oh yeah, is it? Yeah. Speaking of different departments, are your indicators fogged up now, or are they okay?
At the moment, touch wood, they're okay. They've replaced them again for the fourth time. But the crack on the back of the brake light, etc., apparently I reversed into something.
Did you?
Yeah, but I never have done. Nobody's hit me. Nobody's touched me. It's a defect on the car that is on all the forums and Porsche know about, But apparently not.
So Porsche turning around and saying, all of you owners that have all got this exact same problem in the exact same place must have reversed into the same thing.
Yes.
At the dogging spot.
Yeah.
Right, that'll do for us. We might get through another beer. We may move on to coffee. See you in the morning for And Road Trip.
Yes. Can't wait. I'm going to win. I'm going to win.